All right. Hello, everybody. I'm live. I'm here. Um, gonna hopefully be getting more back into the swing of things after the last platinum stream. I shouldn't have as many technical difficulties as I had there. We're just gonna be doing a clean Isaac stream. Maybe do something after Isaac. We'll see. Maybe this will be combo pack night for the week. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how long it takes to unlock the true ending. I mean, I have it unlocked, but you know, you know, Isaac is hard. So maybe I feel like, oh yeah, I could get it, and then I have a shitty run for like 5 runs in a row, and then I'm just like, oh, I guess not. But we'll see. We'll see. Hope you're all having a good Monday. This is my last full week of class, so I'm I'm ready to be done. I'm ready to be done. I should have passed everything. I'm over it. I'm done. Every professor has said, "Yeah, you should pass." So, I have something I want to complain about before I start. Before we start playing Isaac, and it's the limited run games Among Us set. Okay. So like listen. I like buying stuff from limited run games. I have the idea of having physical versions of like small indie titles or even like bigger games that are just like old. That's really cool to me. I like having that on a shelf. I have like Doom 64 on my shelf. I have Bloodstained. I have Celeste. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty good deal for me. But like limited run games continues to just kind of like pile drive their reputation into the ground, at least in like my circles, because oh my god, they keep pushing for like this stupid preservation angle where they're like, oh yeah, we're all about preserving games, which is exactly why our entire company is based around artificial scarcity. And, like, I don't think people would be nearly as mad at them if they didn't try and say, like, oh yeah, we're for the preservationists. But they do. They do. That's a big part of their marketing. And that becomes extra baffling because they're doing an Among Us Collector's Edition that doesn't come with a game. And let me be perfectly clear here. Probably some of the best value you're gonna get out of limited run games is having that physical game. So the fact that it's not there, already a red flag. Let's talk about some of the things they do have. They have a concept art and interviews disc. Alright, listen, if they were gonna put some interviews on a disc, whatever. Why the fuck would you put the concept art on there? Did they only have like 5 sketches? That seems like such a bad deal. Because, like, realistically, if you're getting, like, a collector's edition for anything and you're getting, like, art for it, you would want, like, an art book, right? You would want an art book with it. Also, hell yeah, Zip. That's dope. I hope you having, I hope, I would hope you have fun making art, but I do hope you're having a good time making that comic. Hell yeah. But like it's like if you're gonna get art with a collector's edition, you'd want an art book, right? Yeah, exactly. So like why would it just be on like a little disc? They also have a jewel case for the game's ambient music. I don't see that being worth much of anything, to be honest. Like Among Us, like even in terms of like people who would like ambience, I don't know if Among Us has that much ambience to it. Like, there's the title screen music. There's like, no, yeah, that's like all I can think about. Oh, I'm talking about the Among Us Collector's Edition from Limited Run Games. So like the ambient tracks is just like I don't like even if you were a big fan of ambient music, I don't know if there's much there, to be honest. I can't think of that many times when like pure ambience is playing in Among Us. Usually they just kind of keep it quiet and let you listen to like the crewmates' footsteps, you know? The button is probably the only, like, thing that might be worth money in there. Okay, the poster is decent. The poster is decent. The steelbook is baffling. I think steelbooks are fine. They're not personally my thing, but I know some people who love a good steelbook. Why would you have a steelbook for Among Us when they give you a download code for Among Us? This is the big problem, is that you don't get a physical game from Limited Run Games. You know their motto, forever physical. You don't get a game. You don't even get, like, a game disc. You get a steelbook that you can put nothing in. I'm not even sure if this collector's edition has an instruction manual. Like, a lot of the other limited run games products that I've bought all have instruction manuals. I don't know if this Among Us one comes with it. That's, like, probably, and if it does, that's, like, the only thing you can stick in that fucking steelbook, because it's just a steelbook. There's nothing to put in there. And, like, the emergency button is kind of cool. It's kind of cool that it does, you press it and it does sounds from the game. But is that really worth the $80 asking price? Like, be honest with me. Anyone who's in chat right now, from all I've said about this collector's edition, everything that's in there, does that sound worth $80 to you? Fucking baffling. It does. It sounds dog shit. And, like, they've done some decently expensive collector's editions before. The Celeste collector's edition was pretty beefy. But with that, you got, like, well, for one thing, you actually got a game with it. Not a fucking download code. But you got a game with it, you got a little keychain plush, you got a fucking strawberry pie recipe, you got a little instruction manual with cool art in it, you got, like, a big poster with it, you got, like, another, like, I don't even know how to describe this thing, it's another, like, little kind of postcard thing. Like, that's pretty good. Could there be more to it? Yeah, but, like, listen. I like supporting indie devs, so if, like, this money is helping, like, extremely okay games, I'll take that. You know, that'll bump up the price a little bit for me. But, like, this Among Us Collector's Edition seems so, like, phoned in. Like, that's the best way I could put it. It's phoned in. Also, that sounds cool. I've always wanted to get Shovel Knight on the Switch, but I haven't. I own it on PC, at least, if I ever want to play it on stream, but... Let me use another example of a collector's edition I have that also has a download code instead of a real game. Fucking in the Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary Collection. Like, listen, regardless of what some people might say about, like, Fire Emblem or whatever, you know, I have a good time playing the games. They got their problems, but I wanted to get this 30th Anniversary Collection because I really liked Fire Emblem, the first one. I beat the whole game. I think it has a really good beginning, and then when you get to, like, the midpoint of the game, that's when it just falls off. But anyways, I got this collector's edition. First of all, there's no disc of concept art. You know what they did? They made a decently sized art book for that. Like, 200 pages of art for the first Fire Emblem game, and, like, the sequel, and, like, the side game. It has fucking Codename Steam art in there. They were that determined to make sure you got your money's worth with this art book, that they put fucking Codename Steam in there. For one page. Because if they didn't have that one page of Codename Steam artwork, they did, like, who knows what they would have done. But, like, it's like a decently sized art book, and it's nice. And some of the other goods in there were pretty decent as well. I got, like, a little centerpiece where I have, like, a fake NES box that it's like, yeah, I own the original Fire Emblem NES. I bet you didn't know that exists. Just kidding, it's a glass cartridge, which is kind of lame, but also consider that it's a $50 collector's edition. they're probably not putting a real NES cartridge in there, which is sad. But also, if they did a real NES cartridge, I don't know how much the price of, like, NES cartridge parts would be these days. It'd probably bump up the price and make it annoying. But it's still sad. But anyways, you also get, like, a decently sized poster with it. You get two, I believe. I know there's one that's like a map, and there's one that's like a fake Nintendo Power, like, advertisement for Fire Emblem 1. That's pretty nice. You get a decently sized, like a decently sized box. Oh, so hey Sebastian, welcome. And it's cool. It's cool. I don't think I would have bought it if it was, like, any higher than 50. Because it was $50, I was like, you know what? Yeah. And I mainly got it because that art book is, like, so good. It really is a great art book. I feel like if you're going to do a big collector's edition like this, if you're pricing this shit at $80 and you got, like, any art involved, make a fucking art book. Don't just stick it on a little disc. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, that's me venting about the fucking Among Us collector's edition. I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid and I think it's dumb. I suppose so. But, like, at that point, like, why include it? Like, theoretically, if there's only, like, maybe, like, 5 pages of, like, concept art, you could just, like, post that online. Instead of, like, trying to, like, artificially, like, make this value seem greater. I guarantee it's gonna be, like, they're gonna put the disc in there and they're gonna see all the concept art and they're gonna be like, oh, this is like 5 PNGs. Yeah, literally, just put it on, like, itch.io. Why do you need to buy a physical collector's edition that has a bunch of, like, items that, like, I think someone else said this, maybe, like, Atticus said this, but I remember someone in my circle said, like, this should be worth, like, $40 max. Like, because it's just not very enticing. But, yeah. So, we're gonna start Isaac. We're gonna start Isaac in a sec. I just need to take a quick BRB. I didn't realize I'd get BRB'd so quickly, but enjoy the title screen. Oh no, wait, that's not the title screen. Which one's the title screen? You know what? Enjoy Downpour. Enjoy Downpour.